Hi there. Today I'll be answering the question of why or what made me want to be a priest. I think it might better be asked as who made me want to be a priest. And the number one answer to that is simply God. God is the one who I believe called me to be a priest. But also, all of my friends and family have contributed to my desire to be a priest. It didn't just happen overnight, but there was one incident that really was a pivotal moment for me. Just to set it up for you, grew up Catholic, went to church all my life, and it was really, only in university that I started to kind of own it on my own, because I was on my own, and I had the choice, right? So funny enough, I started going to a faith study, kind of Bible study of sorts, because there was this girl that I was interested in who I knew was going. And anyway, they split us up into men's and women's groups, so I didn't get to see this person at the Bible studies at all. But yeah, I had a moment of sort of deepening of my faith there. I started to really enjoy learning about God, learning about the Bible and stuff, and praying. I started to really enjoy praying and getting a lot of life and peace and joy out of that. Fast forward past university, I'm a teacher, which is what I've always wanted to do. So I was teaching second grade and really enjoying it. It was busy. It was my first year, so it was like crazy amounts of work. But yeah, I was having a good time. And I went on a retreat this one weekend, and there was this image, just on a break during the retreat. It wasn't anything that the retreat director said or anything that anyone said. It was just this image that I was looking at. And as I was looking at it, I suddenly felt this call to follow God, and I'm pretty sure that it was to be a priest. And I was really confused by it. I had just started journaling, and I remember writing it down and saying, kind of afraid, like I don't know what this means. Am I supposed to be a priest? What is this? Because I always heard about people saying, oh, if you get the call to be a priesthood. And it's like, is this what it is? This moment in prayer where suddenly I feel drawn to this. So that's the moment. That is who and what, like in one instant that I could really recognize as when I felt called to be a priest. But it wasn't just that, right? Like I looked at my whole life. I looked at my desire to be in relationship with a woman, to have a family, and I thought, like, does this work? Like, can I do this? And what I've grown in awareness of is just that I do have relationship. God willing, as a priest one day, I'll have a whole parish, a whole church of people who, hopefully, I'll get to be a spiritual father to, of sorts. And I have seen it, in my own community here, the Companions of the Cross. When I came to visit this community, as I was discerning where and what kind of priest God wanted me to be, I just remember, seeing, them interact with a family, and we went over and we watched the Super Bowl, and, we had fun with them, and it was like we were just part of the family. So, yeah, that's something that I'm looking forward to one day as a priest. I don't think I've given up, having a family. I've given up having a biological family. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if this is what God wants me to do, it's the path I'm on right now, then it's what I think I ought to keep trying to do. So, yeah, I'd really appreciate your prayers. And I'll be praying for you too. Yeah, maybe ask God or pray about what might be. Dang, I just couldn't stick the landing on this one. It's a good video overall. You know what? I'm gonna post it anyway. Feel like I'm messing up here at the end, but I'm gonna post it anyway. God bless you. I'm going to have peace about this not being perfect, but still being good enough, and you have some peace too.